Ja, guten Morgen. That's all I got, sorry. I'm Lama Jigme and this is Enlightened Fitness, where first we'll use high-intensity body-weight interval training to cultivate the body of a tantric sex god, and then we'll use guided meditation to cultivate both the heart and the mind of a Buddha. Now, as always, if this is your first time tuning in, what you'll want to do is pay careful attention to the links below the video. About 1 or 3 inches below the video, there's a little button that reads Show More. When you click that, it will reveal a list of links as long as my arm. Those links lead to free resources to answer all your questions about nutrition, warming up, exercises, how to sit, how to count your creases on your fingers, how to meditate, and all that kind of good stuff. I think it could be a lot of fun if we did a quick review of nutrition. Okay, here we go. So there are many nutrition plans, and honestly I've tried all of them. The one I found that is just the easiest to use and gets the best results would be low-fat, whole food, plant-based diet. Found it's best for physical health, and the animals seem to like it when we don't slaughter them, and the planet seems to like it when we don't factory farm. So I'm going to read to you just a little excerpt from Healthy Eating, Healthy World by J. Morris Hicks, which you can order on the website, or you can listen to now for free. So the context, we're talking about water shortage and pollution and how they're exacerbated by factory farming. How can we save our water? Soil and water specialists at the University of California Agricultural Extension in 1978 found that to produce 1 pound of California beef takes 5,214 gallons of water, the amount of water required for 1 full year of 7-minute showers. Howard Lyman makes a telling point in Mad Cowboy. We often hear about water shortages in areas such as Southern California, where citizens are currently requested not to wash their cars, not to overwater their lawns, and to use the low-flow showers and toilets. Good ideas all, but you never hear city, county, or state governments combating drought by urging their citizens to cut down on meat consumption, even though the water required to produce just 10 pounds of steak equals the water consumption of the average household for a year. John Robbins offers a simple solution along with Lyman's ideas. You see people who are environmentalists trying to conserve water, washing their cars less often, installing low-flow sinks and toilets, drought-resistant landscaping, and legislation passing requiring low-flow shower heads and so forth. These are all prudent and helpful measures, but all combined, they don't even compare to what you save by eating 1 less hamburger. In the great 2009 movie Home, produced in France by PPR, Glenn Close told us some pretty scary numbers relative to the number use efficiency of producing meat. To produce 1 kilo of potatoes requires 100 liters of water. To produce the same amount of beef requires 13,000 liters of water. Converting those numbers to water consumption per calorie, we find that it takes 75 times as much water to produce a calorie of beef compared to the potato. John Robbins provides similar data in The Food Revolution for a wide array of fruits, vegetables, and meats. From these numbers, we determine that while beef is the least efficient of the meats on average, it takes more than 20 times more water per calorie to produce meat compared to whole plant-based foods. That's all you get today. So, save the planet, eat an apple. I guess it's not that I love animals. I'm sadistic and I like murdering, fruits, lettuce, and beans. Oh, to murder a bean. That's the way to start the day. Okay. So, let's work out. Oh, by the way, this morning's workout is going to take place under the watchful gaze of the neighbor's cat, who comes here basically to watch Netflix and make sure that my couch does not blow away. Together, let's warm up using 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. Now that we're warmed up, let's perform 5 circuits of 5 exercises each. You guessed it, for a total of 25 exercises. Oh, kitty cat, this is not a convenient time to let you out. Go play, have fun. We have been rejected by the feline. Oh, woe is me. Okay, so let's begin. First, squat. First press. Elevated tent press. If you're able. If not, then a standard tent press. Thrusts. Chins, this time using straps. Second circuit. Second squats. Second press. second thrusts. Of course, I have to remember second tabletops. And now, second strap chins. Third circuit. Third tabletops. Third squats. I kind of feel like a salmon swimming upstream. Second set of tent presses. Third set, by mistake. Third set of thrusts. Third set of chins. Fourth set of tabletops. Fourth set of squats. set of tent press. Fourth set of thrusts. Fourth set of chins. Fifth and final set of tabletops. Fifth set of squats. Fifth set of tent presses. Fifth set of thrusts. Fifth and final set of shins. Going to take a moment to move the yoga blanket. beverage of choice. Let's take a look at the 17th chapter of the Dhammapada that concerns itself with anger. Let go of anger, let go of pride. When you are bound by nothing, you go beyond sorrow. Anger is like a chariot careening wildly. He who curbs his anger is the true charioteer. Others merely hold the reins. With gentleness, overcome anger. With generosity, overcome meanness. With truth, overcome deceit. Speak the truth. Give whatever you can. Never be angry. These 3 steps will lead you into the presence of the gods. The wise harm no one. They are masters of their bodies. They go to the boundless country. They go beyond sorrow. Those who seek perfection keep watch by day and night till all desires vanish. Listen, Atula, this is not new. It is an old saying. They blame you for being silent. They blame you when you talk too much and when you talk too little. Whatever you do, they blame you. The world always finds a way to praise and a way to blame. It always has and it always will. But it dares not blame the man whom the wise continually praise, whose life is virtuous and wise, who shines like a coin of pure gold. Even the gods praise him. Even Brahma praises him. Beware of the anger of the body. Master the body, let it serve truth. Beware of the anger of the mouth. Master your words, let them serve truth. Beware of the anger of the mind. Master your thoughts, let them serve truth. The wise have mastered body, word, and mind. They are the true masters. Okay. In other words, let's become less and less like Homer Simpson. Because good old Homer, when he has an impulse, he obeys it, like a slave. If he sees a donut, he grabs it, stuffs it in his mouth before thinking. When he's angry, he starts strangling Bart. Once again, knee-jerk, without even thinking. So let's be less and less like Homer Simpson. Ugh. The last guided meditation was approximately 12 minutes long. Today's will be approximately 15 minutes long. We're going to begin by reviewing Buddhist alternate nostril breathing. Left hand in lap, palm up. Right hand in left, palm up. Thumbs do not touch. Remember, there's a special link to a video on how to sit, and a special link on a video on how to count your creases. In through left, out through right. If this seems at all foreign to you, if this sounds like Greek to you, then go back and start with, well, let me go back and start with a 3-minute meditation and work your way up. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. Now we're going to switch to the one-syllable paradigm. Left, right. Right, left. Both, both. Now we're going to start something new. We're going to play with something that is very similar to the Satipatthana or the union of awareness and letting go, but it is a bit more analytical. It's going to, once again, make keen use of assumptive, well-worded, rhetorical questions. So once again, our job is not to answer questions. Our job is to ask the question and relax. That's where the real magic is. First exercise on the in-breath. How is this, on the out-breath, dependent? Something that's common to the higher teachings of most of the world's most popular religions is causality. That things happen because of other things, because of behaviors, because of choices, because of communication, because of other things, because of other beings, because of other phenomena. There's the teaching that everything is dependent on everything else. Sometimes rapidly, sometimes slowly, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly, sometimes subtly, sometimes obviously, sometimes actually, sometimes potentially. But there's the idea that everything is affected by everything else. Now, it's a mistake to blindly swallow this hook, line, and sinker. The blind or enthusiastic belief in dogma always ends badly, but there's something quite safe and constructive about simply considering the possibility, the cunning use of rhetorical, assumptive question. So simply we ask, how is this dependent? The pronoun this refers to whatever is most real to you in the moment. Whatever sight, sound, or sensation, whatever thought, or memory, or emotion, whatever fantasy, whatever problem, whatever is cartwheeling through your mind in the moment. The next contemplation is, how could this always change. One of the fundamental teachings in Buddhism is the impermanent nature of everything renders it ultimately ingraspable. If you were to grab my left forearm with your right hand with maximum strength, could you maintain that grip for a minute, a year, a decade? How about a century? Probably not. Within a century, my arm will have turned to dust, nothing to grasp, and your arm will have turned to dust, nothing to grasp with. And so we see in our own mortality the fact that the changing nature of all things being phenomena render everything ultimately, eventually, non-graspable. How could this always change? Third contemplation. How could this not be me? Now, some people make the mistake when exploring the Buddhist concept of not-self of getting lost in pseudo-intellectual philosophy. It's simple. There's this myth that there's something in us that's separate from everything else. We've already explored that everything seems to be dependent. There's a myth that something inside of us is permanent and unchanging. Well, we've already explored how things are always changing. This isn't a bit of dogma. This is easily observable. Every time you notice the changing of the seasons, you see the impermanence of a year. Every time you see the waxing and then the waning of the moon, we are reminded of the impermanence of a month. With every sunrise we see and every sunset that we savor, we are reminded of the impermanence of a day. And even now, you could lay on your back, rest your hands on your chest, and feel your lungs swell and sink, and observe, viscerally experience the impermanence of a breath. That is why it is written, ever-changing, one and all, there is nothing permanent to grasp. So once again, we aren't playing with dogma, we're simply asking the truth. How could this not be me? And remember, it's not our job to puzzle it out. So our job is to ask, relax, let the subconscious, the wonderful mechanism of our subconscious, do its work. The next time you feel strong rage, or fear, or sorrow, try these 3 contemplations. Watch them take the edge off your suffering. How could this not be me? And we go back to the standard awareness of letting go. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. this ease. Now we're going to review that which we've already been taught in greater detail in previous lessons. Anapanasati, mindfulness with breathing. How long breath? Releasing. How long breath? Releasing. One syllable version, breath free. Now we're going to review the metta meditation of the loving kindness that longs to lavish others with even greater joy. How joy good? Releasing. How joy feel, releasing. Now to me, give great joy. Now to some, give great joy. Now to all, give great joy. Now to each, give great joy. Each free. Let us conclude by reviewing the union of awareness and letting go. Some people call this Dzogchen, some people call this Mahamudra, some people call this Soto Zen, some people call this Satipatthana, some people call this Vipassana. Don't matter what you call it, it matters how well it works. What's seeing, releasing. What hearing, releasing. What feeling, releasing. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. Switch to the one-syllable paradigm. This ease. And that concludes this morning's 15-minute guided meditation. I now invite you to join me for a gentle set of geriatric yoga called Untying the Heart's Knots. Please sit erect. Please place your hands behind your back, open your chest, and twist to the left. Why give wise, releasing. Please reverse. Now to each, give wisdom. Back to center. Release the hands. Join them in the lap. Swing them out, and now overhead. Please bend to the left. Why give peace, releasing. Please reverse. Now to each, give great peace. Back to center. Let's make our way into downward facing fetal position, which is also known as child's pose. Give to each, love for all. Curl hands in the fists. Place knuckles upon the yoga blanket just above the knees as if you're going to crunch. Rapidly straighten your arms. Ride the momentum into the seated samurai position, which is also known as lion's pose. Please lace the hands behind your tush. Open your chest. Drop your head. Roll your gaze up. What seeing, releasing. What hearing, releasing. What feeling, releasing. Please release your hands. Please cup your palms, press them together so the center of each, please press your hands together so the center of each palm is hovering before the upper third of the chest. Please relax your shoulders down and use your hands to twist to the left. Why give joy? Releasing. Back to the center. Relax your shoulders down. Please use the hands to twist to the right. Now to each, give great joy. Back to center. Relax your shoulders down. Hands. Let's drop to the hands and knees position in preparation for cat-cow asana. Now to each give comfort. Open jaw, slack, open mouth, slack jaw. Please stand up. Weight on the major and minor ball of each foot behind the big and little toe, heels off the ground. Subtle bend in the knees, hips thrust forward, hands laced behind the tush, open chest, drop the head, roll the gaze up. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. In this final portion, we're going to perform the 3 final recitations you can download that are found repeatedly throughout the text entitled the first set of lesson texts. You can download this for free by using the link for the class materials found in the list of links below the video. If you play with this twice a day every day, within a week or a month, you will accidentally memorize it. Come, let us practice, perform 2 repetitions of Chinese, Indian-inspired 12 face sun salutation. By this virtue may now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas, of wisdom, peace, love, and joy. And now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Jigme Zig in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let's conclude with 2 repetitions of Vietnamese-inspired bows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of compassion emanating as my kind teacher. And as such, may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Whew. Okay, my friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. Thank you for your enthusiasm to do your homework and your support. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Remember those links I told you about below the video? You could use one of those links to help keep this monk fed, which is very lovely, but not mandatory. Even if you can't give anything, you are welcome to use all my free materials twice a day, every day, and rapidly become a Buddha. You could use another one of those links to register for the next series of live weekly webinars. When do they begin? Monday, the 6th of May. I'll see you then. And before I let you go, I want to remind you to find the subscribe button. Give that a click. It should be over here. Find the like button. Give that a click, as well as the share button. Bye-bye.